My name is Jose Richard Aviles. I currently do a couple of things. I'm an urban planner and an artist, and I'm also trained as a social worker. But I think specifically the work that I do now, going back to the fact that my community raised me, this is my hood. I also grew up riding the bus. Not a lot of students have school buses. Some of us had public transit. That was my school bus. As someone who also identifies as queer, like so many of the experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I learned on the bus and at a very young age. So I think all of that really got me organizing with the union here in Los Angeles. And then 10 years later, I find out that what I was doing out of this need to stand up for what I believed in, I discovered urban planning as a profession. And so now I get to bring in that lived experience and as a bus rider to think about in the organizing, to really think about the way that I do my work. Community is at the center of that. It's always about centering community. I now also know how to be strategic in the way that I do my work. And so I think for me, the greatest joy is being able to still maintain that space to be in the conversations that I'm in now. I wouldn't have been, in some of these spaces 5 years ago. And now that I'm here, ensuring that I'm bringing community, that I'm listening, that I'm reminded about what my home is, because again, I'm not gonna sit in these projects and all of a sudden we couldn't do the best we could do. At the core, again, of why I really enjoy being an artist is because art has allowed me to imagine beyond what I think I know. Our reality is shaped by our perception. And art pushes us to move beyond it, to think about it, what is possible. And I think inviting more of that imagination into mobility justice is important, because then that doesn't mean that we limit the way that we do the work. I think it's important to always bring art into the conversation so community members can imagine beyond what we're just given, The dance floor. That's what I hope for community. A dance floor that we can all be a part of, because everyone has a space and there's nothing like dancing. Dancing is such a ritual. It's such a place of belonging. So I hope that all of our revolutions come with dance too.
You can find Jose's podcast, writings, and performances at instagram.com/soynalgona.